on to you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. Ow! So I unearth it, I know, 'cause when I get you alone, you know I feel okay when I'm home. What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Early in the morning. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Hey. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hey. I can watch the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you close your eyes. It's alright to but when I get onto you, I find the things that you do will make me feel alright. Ow! So I unearth it, I know, 'cause when I get you alone, you know I feel okay when I'm home. What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor? What do we do with a drunken sailor early in the morning? Early in the morning. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone.
Hi, Mel.
Hey, Mel.
Hey. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, everybody.
Hi. Hey, everybody.
Hey.
No, I'm good at it. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to the Dawg and Gus Show now on Feel It Radio.
What's up, dog?
Not much, Gus. You?
Why are you laughing?
Just cuz.
I know, because I messed up. It's okay.
Did you call yourself Dog to do the what's up dog thing? I just caught that.
No, Sarah. This is Sarah Church, by the way, everyone. This is
Hi.
a wonderful, wonderful musician. We're grateful to have you. But no, it does work, though. You're right. I
It
am
really
a huge
does.
Bugs Bunny fan, so it does make sense, you know? What's up, dog?
Yeah. Nothing.
You can't do it, eh?
No.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. What's up, Jack?
Nice, Sarah. Nice. Thanks for pointing that out and really messing with our chi.
Hey, no
Or
worries.
chai, if you're a tea drinker.
That has nothing to do with the
Almost.
other one.
I know that. Just go with it, dude.
I don't want to. Sarah, what's going on? How are you? Happy
I'm
Thanksgiving.
good. Thanks.
Don't worry, it'll get more normal as we go.
No, it won't.
Yeah, well, maybe not. So Sarah, church, ladies and gentlemen, we actually were invited to introduce her when she played live on Elgin. So that's where we met her, and she's phenomenal. Like we really enjoyed the show. She put out a new album, and it has been promoting it around Ontario and Canada. Have you been to the States yet? Are you going to go there?
Not yet. No.
No. Do you plan to?
I don't know what's going to happen after my next show. I don't have anything booked anywhere yet. So everything's kind of up in the air. Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting.
That's all good. I mean, you get the next show in Montreal, right? On the 16th.
Yes, that show is less than a week away now. I'm really excited about it.
Nice.
It's my
Take a
first
little bit
show.
of a break, having a Thanksgiving Day weekend, and then heading off to Montreal.
Yeah.
Very good.
So tell us about the album. So what made you decide, what got you into the studio? What got you writing? We listened to the album in full when you came here, which was amazing, and we really enjoyed it. Tell us a bit about the album.
The album didn't really start to become an album until the pandemic. And I didn't even know it was going to become an album. I had written a few songs in the past, which is kind of how the album started to evolve. And then I had lots of time on my hands and lots of opportunity to explore music a little more from the personal side. I was playing a lot of cover gigs and doing a duo thing with my partner. But once I started to write more music, it acted like it was therapeutic. I was working through a lot of emotions that I still held on to that I didn't know I was holding on to. A lot of memories started coming up. And as I got through the music and started putting all these songs together, it just turned into an album. And once they were all out, it was clear to me that I had to record it. Like I had to get this down so that I could, let it go. And that's how the album came to be. I didn't have a band until I went to record. I sent everybody demos. I knew the guys, but we had never played together. So they just, put their stuff together. We met at Grand Avenue Studio, put it down in a couple days. And that felt great. And then, of course, after that, I had no idea that the album would be commercially successful. I thought this was a project that I had to do. But it got there. And then I decided to take it out and show people, I guess. I don't know. Everything has just been kind of happening. And I'm going with it, like going with the flow, So there weren't big plans for this album, but it's taken me there.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, and it's funny. Like usually when you do something for yourself, which is what you sort of stated there, your people really, I don't know, they resonate with something, or they, because it's a labor of love for you. But then everybody kind of listens to certain songs and finds that one sounds better to them, or one sound. It's amazing how it works, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, it's pretty cool when you listen to somebody else's, what they're going through and what they've written and stuff, and it kind of resonates with you. So that's a pretty cool connection.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found that a lot of people have been able to connect. It's really nice.
Now,
it's a good feeling.
Absolutely is. Because of the many albums I put out, I feel that way.
You've got lots of albums out?
No, I got lots of albums. None of them. I didn't write anything on any of them.
Yeah, but I mean, our music Music is therapy, right? Like, so
Yeah.
I think creating it for an artist like yourself and then listening to it as a listener like us, it's therapy in two different ways, right? It's creating is the way that you get through something, because the album did come from a breakup, correct? That was part of it. And then some of
Yeah.
the music came from other parts of your life, but
Yeah, it was the
maybe
story
that's
of the breakdown of my marriage and working through it to come out in the end with some hope of moving on and letting go.
Very cool. And that's so I would feel like that's pretty tough to get up on stage every time you play those songs. It's like it's very personal and very emotional. It's just I couldn't like listen to certain songs, and when I sing along, sometimes I get choked up. I don't know how artists do it when they're singing about their own personal what's the one? Struggles, I guess.
well,
Yeah.
maybe just situations. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you mean. And I've been asked before what it's like to relive that anger and sadness and sadness and the ups and downs over and over again. But there's certain times when I step outside myself and I can see the pain through the music, being performed. I can see everything that's happening, and then I get caught up in it. But most of the time I'm trying not to anyway feel those things. But every once in a while it does happen. Yeah.
Well, it's bound to, right?
Yeah. So yeah. I would think that a lot of artists struggle with that, but thankfully you did do it, and you do it, and you put it out for us and play it live. And you're obviously a very talented voice and great songwriter.
Thank
And
you.
tell us about the band that you were with. I mean, there's some local guys here in Ottawa, and then you brought a certain guitarist with you, and yeah. It was
Yes, the certain guitarist. He travels most places with me.
I figured, yeah.
I had to find a touring band, I guess, because the guys that I play with around here weren't able to come with me. They have other commitments. Whoa. They have teaching positions and things like that. And it's not easy for everybody to just pick up and travel 5 hours somewhere, pay for a hotel to stay there overnight and then come home. Because I didn't have a whole bunch of shows lined up in a row. There was only a couple of them. And the cost wasn't justified for them, I guess. But also the time. I don't know. Anyway, I found a touring band through my opening act, Patty Paystub. I found him on Facebook in an Ottawa music group. I don't remember what it's called now. But anyway, I found him, and Adam and I drove up to meet him ahead of time. And I still didn't have a bass player. I still didn't have a drummer, but I had shows booked. And I was like, okay, how does this happen? Anyway, he put me in touch with Rob Lethbridge, who stepped in as my bass player. And in turn, Rob found me Michelle Fortin, who is my drummer on tour. And those guys are both excellent musicians, and I'm so fortunate to have found them. And of course, we've got Adam.
And Rob's a very snappy dresser too.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, Rob's a snappy. Yeah, he was. We noticed him. When he said he was from, I think he's from Renfrew or Arnprior or something. And
Orleans.
I was like, yeah, well, that makes sense. The way. Oh, he's from Orleans.
Well, that's where he lives now. I don't know if he's always lived there, but yeah.
Okay, yeah. No, I think he's from
Backcountry.
The prior.
The prior, he's in backcountry there. But I think originally he is. But certainly he dresses. Anyways, he was very well dressed. He was dressed like a cowboy. I was wondering what was going on. Where's his hat? Where's his buckle?
He had the shirt and the boots.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And Wranglers. He was wearing Wranglers too.
I was so pleased that both of them could make the effort to be there. I did not ask them to change their dress or anything. I mean, normally when I play, I just ask the guys to wear a black shirt, right? Just, black, because black is my heart. No, I'm just, but it's just less distracting when you're on stage, right? But Rob definitely
For sure. I mean, he's
Brought
only
out
what,
some
like
color.
6'4",
Yeah.
so it's not like
he's
he's.
huge. I know he's
It's
so
not like he's-
tall.
Yeah.
It's not a presence at all on stage,
Your drummer-
especially on the small stage.
I found the drummer really good too. Michelle's really great. too.
Michelle's
Like,
amazing.
he's just,
Yeah.
he kept-
I-
he was-
I can't even begin
Yeah.
to tell you.
He was on time, and he was
Yeah, he was right there.
No, the band was tight, and you have an amazing voice, obviously. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, that's right. What's your most useless talent? Since we're going to ask you some whimsy sometimes, so I got to
right.
ask you, what's your most useless talent?
I don't know. I find myself to be pretty useful. I don't know. It's a weird
I guess
one.
that's uselessness. It is a weird one. I just always throw a few little curveballs your way. You know,
That's definitely a curveball.
keep it life. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
Adam
definitely
could
come back
probably
to
answer
it.
that question better than I could.
Yeah,
I
fair
can make a
enough.
bed
Okay.
really well. Like hospital corners, I can make
But
a bed
that's-
really well.
I feel like that's useful though.
That's
Is
what I'm
that
saying.
useful,
I don't
Doug?
have a useless talent. I'm sure of it.
I don't
I
make
keep-
my bed, so I find that very
Do you
useful.
crochet? Do you like crochet or something like that? Like,
I knit.
you do any sewing?
That's not useless.
Oh, there you go. It's
I
useless.
knit.
Sure is. Sorry. It's not like war times.
What?
You need to make us scarves. And
My
stuff.
grandmother used to knit like a machine, man. She's awesome.
Exactly.
Knitting
not useless
is a
at all,
very
buddy.
useful talent. And I sell my knitting.
Thank you very
so-
much. There you go.
Oh. Touche.
You've been told. I find making the bed useless because I don't do it.
Well, you're just going to get it messed up again anyway,
get it.
right? Yeah. So what's the
Exactly.
point?
So why bother?
Yeah. So it's a
Yeah.
useless talent. All right.
Exactly.
All right, we'll give it to you.
We agree.
I make my bed,
Uh-huh.
but that's the type of personality I am.
And
so,
it's the difference between the two of us.
yeah, you look like an unmade bed, and I look like a made bed.
Exactly.
Yeah, makes sense. I like where your head's at, anyway.
Yeah. Right above my shoulders where it should be.
Yeah.
Yep. And right after that question, we'll have to ask, what's your pet peeve then?
No, it's not.
Oh, yes, I'm going to.
Okay, go ahead.
I did.
I mean, it's your show as much as it's
Like the
mine.
list
Thanks
is
so
so
much for
long, you don't even
acknowledging
want
that.
me to start. I've got a lot of pet peeves.
Okay. Now, on to the next question.
Oh,
Yep.
no, I like pet peeves. Come on, give us two.
There's too
Give us
many.
two, Sarah.
Adam has a running list of things that make me crazy.
Really?
Hey, where's Adam?
Seriously,
We need
you
to
should
talk
ask
to
him someday. If you ever interview him, ask him to bring that list out. It's long.
Okay, so we're going to have another show and we're going to talk to Adam, but it's going to be all about Sarah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Adam, can you tell us about Sarah's list of pet peeves?
And about Sarah and about this.
and it's a
and-
full hour.
yeah, but it's nothing about
Full
you, Adam.
hour.
It's all about Sarah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's your creative process like, or has it just been sort of based on the your emotions, and that's what you put on paper, and then you put it into musical form? Would you say
No.
how's your creative process work?
It's pretty simple, really. I mean, I sit down to practice and go over tunes that I have or have to play at some gig or something. And then as I'm practicing and getting sick of practicing, I just start messing around, whether I'm playing guitar or piano, and then something will start to come out. And I wasn't necessarily, going anywhere with it, but then it just goes somewhere. And I work on it to evolve from there. I don't know. Sometimes lyrics come out and sometimes music comes out first. Most of the time it's the music, I think. But I mean, there can't be anybody else in the house. I have to be completely alone because then, nobody can hear me. I'm free to say something wrong or sing something out of tune or whatever. I don't have that soundproof room that I can go into. So, yeah, if I'm completely alone, and usually while I'm working through practicing, I'll stop that and just move on to songwriting. And then, if that one didn't turn out right, I start another thing, and then it gets me going, and I just roll with it. I don't know.
That's great.
Well, everybody's different, right? In the process they take and they use and stuff. And if it works for you, just keep doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this album, like, I love it. It's in my CD player. I play it pretty much every day. I love it.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah,
Dawg has a CD player.
I do.
I have.
He's got all the old school ways actually.
I have a tape deck. I have a CD player,
Nice.
a turntable for the people who put it out on vinyl.
I have
ready.
a turntable as well. I have a 5-disc changer with a receiver
Oh,
and speakers
I'm sorry, I got you beat.
and a turntable. Oh no, you have the 500 one? Do you have
I have the
500?
200 actually.
Oh, come on.
Oh yeah,
200.
200.
I have a CD player that it was like the old Pioneer one where you touch the top and the thing goes, and then you put the CD in like this way.
Yes. There was a Sony one at a secondhand shop that I really wanted, and somebody went to get it for me for Christmas, and it was already gone. But,
That sucks.
yeah.
I really
And I still
would
have a
like to
CD
get
player
a
in my
linear
car.
tracking turntable. What?
That's amazing. Did you have to order it special?
Oh no, my car's old.
Yeah,
a-
I was going to say I didn't want to be
It's a
insulting.
2012. They still put CD players in cars
Okay.
in 2012. Yeah.
It was like the last year.
I have no idea, but it kind of threw me off when I got my new vehicle. It's like, what do you mean there's no CD player?
Well, nobody
No,
uses
I
it.
would have to have one. I bring CDs with me everywhere I go.
Yeah.
I'm weird that way.
Yeah, well, that's fine. There's nothing
it's
wrong with
weird.
that.
I had the chance.
I mean, that's a
to
useless
upgrade.
talent.
That's a useless talent. To bring CDs everywhere with me. People are rediscovering
if that's a
CDs.
talent.
I don't.
Oh,
Okay,
you're
just let
reaching.
it go. Let it go. I just
You're-
was fired it up there.
You're
Just stop.
reaching. You're
I
so.
am. I'm reaching a little.
Oh my! A
little.
lot. A lot.
Just relax. Let Sarah speak.
Oh, you have to ask her a question though.
No, she was going to tell us a little bit more. But do you have any pre-show rituals?
Yeah, I shake a lot. I go to the bathroom a lot. I reapply my makeup 12 times. Then I take it off because it's too much, and then I put it back on.
Really?
Yeah,
Eh?
I try not to think about it as much as possible until I have to think about it. So right now, Montreal seems like it's going to be awesome. We're going to go rock Montreal. It's going to be a good time. No nerves whatsoever. Which, by the way, I'm playing in
When will nerves
Montreal.
start?
Yeah, that's exciting though.
It's so exciting. I can't believe I'm playing there. That's just unreal. I love it.
Where in Montreal?
Oh,
what venue?
at a place called Casa del Popolo, which Arcade Fire played there. I don't know who else played there, but just throw a name out there.
Yeah, I got to drop some names.
Arcade Fire's from Montreal.
Yes, I know.
Well, actually,
Were you talking to me?
the dude's from Texas, so
I was just saying it to everybody.
yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Some of them
cool.
are from Montreal, some are from Texas.
I think one's from Ottawa too, actually.
Oh yeah, nice.
I think
Anyway,
so.
Casa del
think-
Popolo
El Popolo.
next Monday, October 16th. The show starts at 8. I'm bringing an opening act with me this time instead of hiring somebody local. Steve Sinix, or SG Sinix, who is a Hamilton musician, well-known Hamilton musician that opened for me at my CD release party. And we're also friends from way back, so that's cool.
Very cool.
That's great. Does that comfort you a little bit? Like to have somebody that's opening that'll set the tone and then you know them and you can kind of
Yeah, which is why I wanted to meet Patty Paystub before we played together. And I'm so glad that I did because it really made the connection better, easier. The transition to the show was easier that way.
Well, it's important, like, just to get a feel for, like, if somebody's opening for you and you're like, oh, that was interesting.
Yeah.
Not
I
what
would
I
never-
expected.
I would never choose an opening act that I didn't listen to their music first. Like, that's just not a thing I would do.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm wondering if, like, sometimes when some acts, they get booked into a place. Oh, by the way, this is the opening act for you guys.
Oh, yeah.
And you kind of go, what?
I don't know. I'm not there yet. I'm not that big.
Yeah.
It's coming, Sarah.
Give it time.
Yeah.
You'll need somebody that makes their bed.
With hospital corners, of course.
Oh, well.
Well, there'll be rock show people, like rock stars, so they're probably not making their own bed there. And you won't have to either because you'll be
No, I
leaving
won't
the
miss
hotel,
making
you know?
my bed if somebody else is doing it for me. I wouldn't miss it.
True that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So there you go.
As long as somebody else was doing it.
Now you said, yeah. Well, if you're living in hotels, there is somebody else doing it for you, right?
That's right.
So there you go. I should live in a hotel.
it would benefit you greatly
Uh-huh.
to have your own maid. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
You're
Yeah.
a piece of work.
Yes. Thank you very much.
You don't want to see Dawg's apartment.
I'm a little cluttered. You can say messy. Go ahead.
I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah.
You already put it out there for everybody.
I
to hear.
did. Everybody knows. They'll stop watching the show.
Everybody knows.
They'll stop watching the show now because I'm
I think being messy is a relatable thing.
yeah.
I'm not messy, but
Easy.
I have a lot of things.
Like what? Do you keep collect knickknacks and knit?
No, not knickknacks, but stuff.
Fair
If
enough.
you looked at
Are you a collector, Sarah?
a Victorian house and how it was kind of that there was stuff everywhere, that's kind of like that's what I like. I like being surrounded with things, but like nice things, nice art, nice things. Like if you look behind my head, there's some nice things, you know.
Yeah, I can see that. Actually, that's a really cool buffet there too.
That is my jam cupboard.
It's a jam cupboard.
It is.
It's beautiful.
Thank you.
I love it. I love
It's
I
really
love old furniture. I'm big on that stuff.
So do I.
Like if
Yeah,
there's
I'm actually
teak, if there's teak involved, I'm all over the teak.
So you're like a mid-century guy.
Correct. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
like Mad Men stuff. You know,
Yeah.
teak and yeah.
I don't know what that means.
Teak.
It's between the artists here. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'll just shut up and sit here.
No, it's so teak is like she said is mid 20th century style, like 60s and stuff.
Yeah. I used to have a teak
Really,
table.
like really nice wood. I love that.
I would probably be more Art Deco then.
Ah. So here we are. Victorian, Art Deco,
Yeah.
and mid-century modern.
A couple of teakers, a couple of tweakers, and an Art Deco.
No, she's got she's a jam cabinet kind of lady.
My jam cupboard
I
kind
have
of girl.
honey in my cupboard.
Jam cupboard. Apologies. Yeah. You have honey? Yeah.
I have honey in my
You are
cupboard.
like Winnie the Pooh, actually. You
Thank you very much.
You literally live like Winnie the Pooh.
Nice. And you're Eeyore.
No, that's not true.
Or you Tigger?
Piglet.
You're Tigger.
Yeah, because I'm all excited all the time.
Because you're the only one.
Anyways, that's enough of that. So what's been your favorite performance on the tour so far, other than live on Elgin? Because we were there.
Well, obviously that was my favorite. Actually, my favorite performance was probably one I did in Waterford, which is not far from here. It was a free show, and it was at the Old Town Hall. I had my original band with me, and the energy of the place and the people that were there and just the way we were all so tight and the way we performed, that was probably my favorite. Also, my grandma was there.
Nice.
That's lovely.
Now, is there
Yeah.
speaking of venues, like next time around, are you working on music for a new album, or are you just getting this one out of your system first before you start?
That's a good question because I don't know really what the rules are for that. I could run with this for a couple more months for sure, but I am writing.
For sure.
I am writing, and on my tour shows, I've been performing one new song that I wrote just after I put out the album, actually. And I've got 5 or 6 more tunes that I've been working on. So yeah, there's another album in the works. I've been talking to some guys at a recording studio in Hamilton, and I've got my band back together, and hopefully we'll be going in November to record at least a few songs to release as singles in the new year.
Very cool. So when you say the band, is this your studio band as opposed to your touring band?
Yeah, and my local band as well. Like we play shows together, local to Hamilton, to an area. Yeah, Southern Ontario, I guess.
The
I've got
horseshoe.
my touring band, and I've got my local band. It feels pretty cool.
She famous. She got 2 bands.
Yeah.
She's gonna be a big. I think you're gonna be a big star, to be honest. But and I hope you do. I hope you are. I hope you're as happy as you can be.
I am. I really am. Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, good. You're in a good place mentally.
I'm in a great place. Yeah.
So you play piano and guitar. Is there any other instruments that you've dabbled with?
Not in my adult life, no. I try and stick to piano mostly. I find it the most comfortable to play, even though I don't play it very well. I feel like it's just my instrument of choice. But there's something really rock star when you put on a shiny black guitar and stand up in front of people. I really like that. I'd like to work on the guitar a little bit more than I do.
Yeah, rock
Those are
and
the
roll,
only 2
baby.
instruments, really. Yeah.
That's 2 more than me. What?
Why are you bringing it back around to you?
Just because I want to.
Fair enough.
Now, Sarah, when you were before you started writing, you said you did covers. What was your favorite cover to do?
Over the years, it's been a different one, but I'm trying to think. Probably right now, Joey by Concrete Blonde.
Nice.
It's between that and Oh Darlin' by the Beatles. But those 2 songs, big power songs.
Nice. Kind of a jump from Concrete Blonde to the Beatles, but that's awesome.
Yeah, a bit of a contrast.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah, I still do cover gigs all the time. Adam and I do a YouTube show every Tuesday night for an hour. So we play acoustic covers. That's what we do for that show.
Nice.
The money I make
Awesome,
from the
yeah.
cover gigs helps pay for my personal endeavors.
Well, you got to do what you got to do
Exactly.
to get your art out there.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
right.
Where do you going on that in 5 years? What do you visualize as your career, like in 5 years? Where do you see yourself?
I'd like to be. How did I say this? I would like to perform my music all the time, and I'd like to be known in the world and be able to take my music all over the world. Yeah, I'd like to focus on just that.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's aspiring. I like that.
No, it's very good. And I think that's what most artists want to do is like perform their own music as opposed to doing covers, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. There's all kinds of musicians, right? And there's all kinds of music, and there's no like right thing to do, or I don't know. I think if you have the drive to go in one direction, you should go with it. And this is just the direction I want to take. But I mean, other people could want to do covers and play those and make people dance and make people laugh and that kind of thing. Me, I want to make people cry. That doesn't go over well at bars, right?
Well, that's probably true. That's probably
Come
true.
on, that'd be funny though. Like if you could make some, like you're just sort of all of a sudden the whole crowd is crying at just like bar.
Oh,
Sounds
that'd be
amazing, actually.
terrible. When I first
I think it'd be
started
great.
playing solo, I picked a lot of cover tunes that weren't exactly happy. And I was playing a regular gig on a Sunday afternoon, and I had a regular crowd that would come see me that just wanted to hear sad music. It was fantastic.
I'd be there. I like sad music.
But I
Well,
didn't.
yeah, but like it's
I
not.
didn't-
It's all relative.
Yeah. And I didn't get many more gigs from that gig. So I started playing some happier music. And moved
Yeah,
on
exactly. It's
in the
like
world.
Now, do you find that a lot of venues will ask you, like, are you a cover person or do you have your own material?
No, they expect covers.
Okay.
Pretty much, yeah. I always throw in one or two originals if it fits the mood of the room, but I'm not going to break out into the dark or anything.
Come on, you want to make people cry. You know you do.
I don't
I
think
do.
that's her goal.
That is my goal.
I think it is.
I'm
I
going
wanna
to
make
break
the
you.
whole
What are you doing
world
tonight?
cry.
I'm going to break you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm going to break you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Emotionally devastate you.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yes.
Right
I hope you're having a great evening, but there can be tears in your beers. What was the best advice someone gave you when you were starting as a musician?
Oh,
So none, eh?
no, I'm just trying to pick one because everybody wants to
know,
offer their advice.
Well, maybe some advice that you went for, like, 'cause I know everybody always gives their opinions, and
Yeah,
sometimes when
probably.
they shouldn't, like, but
I think the best piece of advice was to not worry about what it's hard to say. It's hard to put into words. Not worry about basically what I was saying before, what direction you're taking. Just go with your heart, really just like go the way you want to go. So you can, there's so many avenues you can take in music. And I was really concerned that I wasn't fitting in with the original crowd because I didn't feel like I had anything to write. And so I was playing cover gigs and going, well, what's the point? What am I doing here? And it was all because there was something inside of me that I wanted to get out. And there still is. And it just keeps coming. And so I'm going that way. But yeah, the best advice would be that people gave to me was to not worry about it and just go with it. Does that make sense?
yeah, that's good advice in many things. Yeah, no, it's very
Not
good.
just music.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's basically in
really.
life.
yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, because you get some, like I know a few bands here in Ottawa, talented guys. One comes to mind. They're a cover band, and they played gigs all over the city, and they stopped. But at the pandemic, they kind of come to a complete halt. It's Marco Belanger.
Oh yeah.
Was in a group called Roadhouse, and they were amazing. Like they would pack the Lone Star, and it'd be a fun show, and they were a lot of fun. And all they did was covers. They didn't really,
Yep.
want to write. I don't know if they wanted to write, but they didn't seem to. But Marco kind of went off and did his own thing after the pandemic. But Roadhouse was awesome, and they love doing what they're doing, and they're fun to watch.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of bands that really enjoy doing covers.
Yeah.
I mean, but you get a lot of energy from people around at whatever venue you're doing. So it makes sense. I mean, but also throwing in, if you're an artist like Sarah, where she's writing her own music, to slide a few different of her own
absolutely.
tracks in would be ideal, right? But it also gives you some reps too, right? Like gives you the opportunity to play the song live so that you have that, you feel more comfortable when you're up there, right?
Yeah, it's just, I mean, like live. Sorry, the Spark Street stuff, right? When we were doing songs from the shed, the artist would be like, "Well, do you want to hear an original or do you want to hear a cover?" And 9 times out of 10, the people that were listening wanted to hear originals.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that's a good
But
one.
you get the cover to draw them in. Oh, they're playing so and so, and then when they're sitting, would you like to hear an original or a cover? And they're like, we'd like to hear an original. It was really cool to see.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, lately when I've been playing cover gigs, I have my CDs for sale on a table or on the stage or somewhere. And people will notice them. And so they'll ask for an original, which is, for my album, it's hard to choose one that's, okay to play on an acoustic guitar in front of people. I haven't really come up with acoustic equivalents to the songs that I have on that album. But anyway, so I'll start with like one. The last time I played at the Kerrigan Arms in Burlington, they said, okay, let's hear another one. I'm like, oh God. Which one do I pick now? I don't have a piano in front of me. So I'm like, nope, not that one, not that one, not that one. But this guy really wanted to hear original music, and he got 3 out of me in that cover gig. And then he bought a CD.
There you go.
That's awesome.
So yeah, some
Well, he
people
better
really
have.
do. Yeah, no kidding, right?
Seriously, I do too. You buy the CD. That's just the
Exactly.
deal.
It's the deal,
Yep.
man.
Yep, that's the way it works.
House of Smoke and Mirrors. That's the one I would have been like, can you play that one live?
Oh yeah.
I like that song. I like that one.
Yeah, I love that too.
I like them all.
That was a great album, but I that one really, like hits me. I like that one.
Yeah. It's my favorite Matt Good song.
Yeah, I know it's a cover. I apologize, but
Hey, that's all right.
The way your version is excellent, and I also like I like Rain, and I like I Miss You. I like all those songs, but your album's great. So
Thank you.
yeah, but the cover is actually the best part. Sorry. It's your whole album's amazing. I just like that song, and then I liked your version of it. So,
That's okay.
Yeah, so thanks for putting out a personal album of your own, and covering one song so that Gus would like that.
It's really okay.
yeah, I feel like a piece of shit. Thanks a lot, guys.
You're very welcome.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, yeah. So how do you what do you like to do in your free time, like other than music?
All kinds of stuff. Oh my God. I'm like
You can just pick one.
I'm a Renaissance girl.
Or many.
I like all the things.
Yeah.
No, I like working outside, being outside. I also like, well, my other passion is antiques, and I have an antique business. So I do a lot of that, going out to antique stores and stuff. And I don't know. I like to bake. Yeah.
Nice.
In my spare time, when I'm not doing music and I'm not working.
So you like to antique, you
Yeah.
like to bake, and you like to knit. Sarah?
Yeah, and I like
We
the
need to talk.
outdoors. I like being
Like,
outdoors. So like gardening. I'm sure there's other stuff I like. I love going to see live music.
Bugging you.
I like going to watch bands play and other artists play.
Is that better for you, Gus?
It was all good. I was just I like to
And I like long walks on the beach.
just getting.
And thank you for your profile on the dating app that we're
Yeah,
going to make now.
Yep.
This is Sarah. She likes long walks on the beach, antiquing and knitting
Candlelight dinners.
and baking. Candlelight dinners. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
See?
It's traditional.
There you go.
Yeah.
I am. I'm a big traditional.
So when you, when you do your duet shows with Adam, is it all covers?
Yeah, pretty much.
Does
Where can they find you on YouTube? How do they look you up?
The YouTube show is under Sarah and Adam Live. Or
Nice.
Adam and Sarah Live. Sarah and Adam Live. It's one of those two. And we're on every Tuesday night. And that's the duo. Adam and I perform every Tuesday night, except for tomorrow night because he got a gig. And that's been happening a lot lately. So we might have to change the night. But for now, it's on Tuesdays. And if you want to find me, I have a YouTube as well, which is just Sarah Church. And I'm there on
Nice.
the internet. Also, I have a website, sarahchurch.ca, and that's where you can find out where I'm playing next. I'm trying to keep that website for original shows only. So right now there's the Montreal showing that's coming up October 16th. And the tickets are available there on my website for $10 each. That's not a bad price, right?
That's great. Great
It's a-
price.
it's a steal for the audience for sure.
Yeah.
Buy
Get to see
a
2
CD,
shows.
buy a hoodie.
That's right.
Buy a
I've got
t-shirt,
merch
buy a
on
hoodie,
there
buy a
too.
CD.
CD, t-shirt, hoodie. I got tote bags. Yeah, you know.
And if you buy all of that, you get a chair,
No,
an antique chair.
no, I don't give away chairs.
Oh, darn.
Too big. They're
I
too
need a
big to
chair.
take with me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll just put one in my back pocket here. I got an extra chair.
She keeps the chairs.
What about jam?
I
Sarah
do have lots of
Church
jam. I
Yeah.
have lots of jam. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's another one of my pastimes.
Nice.
I like to can.
What's your favorite song by another artist, and why? And is it House of Smoke and Mirrors, or is there a better another song that resonates?
No, she's not allowed to pick that one
Okay.
Why not?
because it's our show. That's why.
It's got you there.
I don't have a favorite song because there are too many favorite songs. I probably have a favorite song from each artist that I listen to. And yes, House of Smoke and Mirrors is my favorite Matt Good song. And yes, Oh Darlin' is my favorite Beatles song. It used to be For No One, but that changes. You know, every so many years I change and I hear something like it's the first time I've heard it and then it becomes my favorite. Yeah.
Kind of like that.
What's your favorite Tragically Hip song? She's going to say she doesn't like Tragically Hip.
No, I do like the Tragically Hip.
Sorry, I'm a huge fan, so I have to
haven't
ask
thought
them.
of my favorite song by them.
They have many for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
you.
I can tell you my favorite Sloan song,
There you go.
The Lines You Amend.
Do it.
A good one. It's a good one too.
Yeah.
I like the good in everyone.
Okay?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Beatles song?
My favorite Beatles song?
Yeah. See how it feels? Right.
No,
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
challenging
see?
question, but I'm asking. We're asking the
Teasing,
challenging
man.
questions.
Oh my gosh. I'll tell you mine.
Go ahead.
Nowhere Man.
It's a good one.
Nice.
I don't know. Beatles. I like the Beatles. I'm more of a Stones guy, but I like the Beatles.
Why do you have to be either?
Because I'm like that. I like to have you have to be one or the other. I'm competitive.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you looking it up? Is that what you're doing?
I'm looking at it to see, So how about this? Okay, how about this? So while my partner was pregnant with my twin girls, I sang "Here Comes the Sun" to them for all the time. So I'm going to say
That's a great choice.
that's my favorite Beatles song.
Yes, that is a great tune.
And it's a good reason.
Yeah, because it was I just, I'm not a good singer, but I was able to sing to them while they were in their tummy.
It doesn't matter, man.
And now they love when I sing to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they don't know there's better singers out there yet. Except when I put Sarah Church's album on, and then they're like, "Oh, I like." So, do you find inspiration in different, obviously, as you mentioned, you like being outside, and you kind of relationships and such. But for your lyrics and for your writing, do you find your inspiration comes from all different areas, or is there a particular area that you draw from?
No. I'm just trying to think back through songwriting and where it came from. I'm confused.
No, it's all good. It's just
No, it comes. I do need to feel an atmosphere, but it's not specific to where I am, really. I don't know. I don't write songs when I'm outside. I'm usually inside, trapped in a room. But I think I can envision myself other places. So
Makes sense.
yeah, I draw it from everywhere. Just wherever my imagination takes me, like to different places or whatever.
Sarah, do you ever go on Spotify and check out your radio station they have for you?
I haven't, but Adam has.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm looking at it right now and I'm like,
doesn't make sense.
I'm looking at a lot of people I've never heard of.
Yeah.
And I was kind of curious as to if you ever gone and looked at it and said, hey, that's pretty cool. Because Nico Case is on here, and that's one name I recognize.
Yes, I
Cowboy
knew that.
Junkies, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all. That makes sense that Cowboy Junkies would be kind of similar, and
It's very melodic, right? Like they're very,
yeah.
very.
I can see it. I could see it.
I still say Mary Chapin Carpenter, and I'm going to live by that. Sorry.
Somebody else said that too. Yeah, somebody who bought
That's
a
some
CD
smart
said
person you
that
got
to
there.
me. Yes, that's right.
I hear it. I'm serious. I hear it in the songs, and especially in a couple. I don't remember which songs, but I'm just listening. I'm like, there it is. And then it's when you hit a certain note or you sing it a certain way, and it's like, oh my god.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's awesome.
I got to say, my influences in music, I think, are probably the Beatles a lot. I know it doesn't sound that way, but the Beatles number one. And then probably like when I was writing Hold On, I was listening to a lot of Fiona Apple and Tori Amos and Sarah McLachlan. And that I feel definitely came through in Hold On. I try not to listen to too much of the same music over and over and over again, because that's what I naturally want to do when I like something. A little obsessive. But yeah, I think, and Matthew Good, I think is a big influence.
It's great.
Weird.
It's cool.
Weird.
Yeah, I mean, it comes from everywhere, right? It's like, I don't know. I think it would be, for me, it would be coming from all angles.
Yeah.
When you perform you perform a song and the audience sings along, what kind of energy do you get from that?
Well, at the Live on Elgin show, I saw somebody banging their head too in the thick of it. And I was like, yeah, and just fed me like crazy. Like I couldn't believe it. I couldn't look up anymore. I was like, no, focus.
That's good.
Yeah. I haven't had anybody really sing along, but I've seen a little bit of people moving to the music, and that is sort of the same thing. And it's just like a surge of energy when that happens.
No doubt. I would imagine that'd be amazing, to be honest. It's and I'm sure that'll come as you perform more and people start to, follow you more.
Yeah.
You'll have people that'll be singing back to you, and then maybe you can get a different feel as far as that. But I'm sure that that's coming your way, I'm sure.
I'm positive.
I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's a question I usually ask as well, but there's another part to it. It's when you see somebody singing along to one of your songs, is that more important to you than somebody actually saying, "Hey, Sarah, I want to cover Hold On"? What would be more of a thrill for you, seeing somebody singing your song along with you at a concert, or some other artist saying, "I really want to record this song"?
I think another artist asking to record one of my songs would be a much bigger thrill. That's crazy. I couldn't imagine anybody wanting to cover my music. Like I just.
Yeah, but I think everybody starts that way, and then eventually it happens, right?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, that would be a bigger.
Well, if it resonates enough and they want to get it out there and sing it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I always wondered about that when you're singing somebody else's song, to get you're not getting their emotion, what they wrote down. You're obviously using your own interpretation of that song, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's whatever resonates with you. Yeah. I mean, you can pick a song and give it any meaning you want, really.
Yeah, it's true. I think it's a subjective thing, right? Everybody has a different feel of what emotion they're feeling, or how they're feeling, or whatever, right?
I think that's the danger of cover songs sometimes, though. Like if you're sitting there listening to somebody sing and you're like, that's not the way you're like, I want to hear it this way. And they sing it interpret it in their way. And you kind of go, oh, that wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, because you're thinking of another way.
Well, the original way, maybe.
Yep.
Or your interpretation of that song, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's a danger for sure. Like when I hear people covering other people's tunes, if they speed it up, like if they sped up a slow song, or if they change the tone of the music and it's one of my favorite songs, I can't do it. I go to the bathroom, or I don't know, take a walk, come back later. But then there's other people who really want to hear somebody else's take on it.
Yeah.
It's a tough decision though, because like you do want to hear like a different or their version, but again, you're kind of like, not, especially if it's like for Gus, if it's the hip and it's being covered by somebody, he kind of goes, I'm not so sure, but especially if they take one of the songs that you like is your fave, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, like with you with Big Iron or whatever, man, you didn't like the version.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, you don't like anybody else's version other than.
No. There's certain artists and certain songs I feel shouldn't be covered, and that's and Johnny Cash is one, and Marty Robbins is definitely another, where I don't feel like anybody should be covering their songs.
Whereas, like going on that, like Johnny Cash's version of "Hurt"
is
however,
amazing.
Is
I don't
excellent.
like it.
Although I prefer Nine Inch Nails version.
Yeah,
but
me
that's
too.
just because. But his version is good. It's because you feel the pain in his voice.
I wouldn't listen to it like I would listen to the Nine Inch Nails one. Yeah.
She's going to answer the question.
Yeah, she's going to be in your favor for sure. Yeah. So why don't you go ahead and ask it?
So, Sarah, did you know that we ask this question? You may not know this, but we ask everybody the same question at the end. And that is it 80s music or 90s music?
90s.
That decade of music that,
90s.
See, no hesitation. Doesn't even think about it.
Well, it's Matthew Good.
I know.
She's
I'm
got
just
that.
teasing.
She's young. She's probably my age. That's probably another thing too. I mean,
It's always been that.
you're an old dude.
Dude. It's from now on, we're only going to have guests on that are 50 years old and older, so I can win some. I can win some of this, which I may not.
50 or 20.
50 or 20.
We don't like either. We like the 2000s.
Yeah.
Oh
we like
God, who
Britney
says
Spears.
they
Whatever,
like the
dude.
2000s? That was a weird decade.
It was, yeah. Because I like you don't know all about me, but I like hip hop. Like I like hip hop music from the 90s. Like that was when I was formidable. But I also love the grunge era, and there's Hello Time Bomb came out in the 90s, right? So
Yeah.
there's a few Canadian artists that really hit me in the 90s, especially the hip. I found the hip really hit me in the 90s too. So I was 90s and Dog's 80s because he's just that was the decade that sort of hit him. I don't hate 80s music, but I certainly
I don't hate it
it's
either.
pick one of
It's
the
like
other.
you said, right? It's the most formidable. Like it was like you're a teenager, right? So at that time, that's what I was listening to was, well, I grew up on old country, but when around my friends certainly wasn't country. It was everything that was being played on the radio and stuff. And then I kind of went away from the radio because I couldn't stand it anymore.
He's always been he's a rebel. He doesn't go with the flow.
I just find that the radio plays the same songs over and over and
They
over. It's
do.
just like you realize this band has 20 albums and you're playing the same 3 songs.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
I understand if you.
I have the radio on in the car all the time. It's that or a CD. But radio is definitely.
Well, if I have a choice, I'll put a CD on before I put the radio on.
You can't though.
That's why I have Spotify playlist, baby.
Yeah, I can't even connect my phone to my speakers because I didn't opt with that package.
Sarah, I think it's time when your album goes platinum to buy a new vehicle.
I would love to buy a new vehicle. It's such a beater. Oh my God.
Or newer. We don't have to say new. But
It's a sweet beater though. It's your beater.
It's
Paid for. It's paid for.
It is paid for.
and it has a CD player.
It has a CD player. These are bonuses.
Yes.
This is looking on the bright
believe
side of
so.
life, the positive side. Yes.
Always look on
Yeah.
the sunny side of life.
Isn't that a Beatles song?
No.
No,
Always look at the bright side of life.
no,
No.
that's not the Beatles.
No.
Always look at the bright
Sunny side of life.
No.
No, always look
Look it
on the bright side of life. Yeah, but it's not the Beatles.
Hey. Oh. Okay, fair enough.
Now we got me curious.
Okay, well, we'll find out and then we'll call it a day. But Sarah, thank you so much for your time today.
Yep.
Well, thanks for having me, guys.
We
Are
we
you
look
coming
forward
to the
seeing
show?
your in Montreal.
Yeah.
I'm not, but maybe Dawg is.
You guys are only like an hour away. Come on.
Ooh.
I think it's 2 hours, but still,
It's
Is
on
it?
Monday though, right?
Yeah, it's Monday.
Yeah.
you have school the next day.
Well, we have a podcast.
Yeah, we usually record it on Mondays too.
Okay.
But we love your stuff and we follow you, and we will definitely follow along and see how it goes.
My picture went away. I have no idea why.
We can still hear you.
Oh,
That's all that
good.
matters. We can hear you and we can see you. I can
So
see you
there is
aside from most of it.
there is a song by the Carter family called "Keep on the Sunny Side."
Oh.
But
then
did you
there's-
look up "Always Look on the Bright Side of Life"?
Nope, I didn't because I want to be right and not wrong.
Ah, okay.
Ah, you '90s folks.
All right. Sarah, thank you so much. Have a great show in Montreal. When you're back in Ottawa, obviously we'll be here for sure. And if you're we'll try. Okay. I know it's at 8:00 and we record at 5-ish. So it's Monty Python that did Always Look at the Bright Side of Life.
Yes.
Ah, yeah.
Yes.
So same thing. Beatles, Monty Python. No.
Pretty darn close. Yeah.
same thing.
Except for the talent and the musicianship and all that stuff. Yeah, pretty close.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Sarah, take care. We care for you, and we can't wait to see how far you go. Can't wait to see the next album. Yeah. We'll see
Thank
soon.
you, Dawg and Gus.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
The rain falls hard. Had enough, you're never here. I've given up, and it's over now. You are everywhere. You letting go.
Sarah
March the
Church,
5th is the
brand
release
new, recorded
of
at
Sarah
Amy
Church's
King.
I don't know if I can hold on, 'cause I've had enough. You're never here. I've given up. Let me tell you my story. Letting go. I'm letting go. Fell for you like a child.
Hey.
But the fire went wild.